Hi, sweet family. Now, today I wanted us to look at a recipe that is very, very good for you. And we're going to just make a very simple recipe today, and that is going to be okra water. And I wanted to make this because the last couple of times, quite frankly, that I bought my okras, I normally get my okras from my Spanish store. And and they sometimes they stay for just a few days and they go bad on me. So I only bought a few this time from another place, and I've never seen them so long and skinny, because normally okras are shorter and fatter. So I'm hoping that these aren't too hard, because I used to grow okras, and I put them to soak in some baking soda to get off whatever. I used to grow okras home in Barbados. And one thing I know about okras is that they grow with the moonlight. And if you pick them, like sometimes you will see a small okra that you might think that it is not going to be ready to take. And then when you get up in the morning, that okra is long like that and hard. So you have to pick the okras when they're small and not when they're too big, because when they're too big, they get hard. Well, I cut this one and it doesn't feel hard. It doesn't feel hard, but we are going to make some okra water today. And I am going to put in the body of the video, so that I don't make these videos too long, what okras are good for and how it benefits your body, because it's good for gut health. It, I mean, okras are just great for so much things. So I'm going to just put them in the body for you. But I'm going to turn the camera around so that you can see what I'm doing, because we're just making the okra water. You keep it in the fridge, and maybe a couple hours after, you could go and drink it just like if it was regular water, but you're drinking okra water, and you will see how much better you would feel. All right, so I am just going to cut these okras, and we're just slicing them. We're basically slicing them, and we're going to have a talk, because they do feel a bit hard when I cut them like this. I could feel like you could always tell. They do feel a bit hard, but you know what? I'm still gonna do my okra water, and I'm going to use this, and because I know better, so I know how okras should be picked. You cannot pick them too early, nor you cannot pick them too late. Okras are very fickle, and they're good for, to help to control blood pressure. And my grand, she died um, from complications of high blood pressure, and I try to help control it, because I don't, I don't want to have to be, because she was taking medication, and I really don't want to have to be taking medication for that for the rest of my life, because what happens then is you end up taking um, the medication then for something else. So I just said I'm going to make this morning, And you know how it is with me. I always want to bring y'all in the kitchen with me. Well, in the kitchen, dining room, every day, all in one. Ah, so when I'm finished cutting these, all we're gonna do is put them in a glass container and top it up with some water, rest it in the fridge, and but I will leave it and let it stay in the fridge for a couple of hours. But as I said, I'm not going to buy these kind of these okras again because they feel slightly hard. I bought some in a package, but I'm going to do probably stir fry those. Let me get my bottle. So I am just going to rest them right in there. And my hands are clean. So anytime you're doing something like that, make sure that your hands are clean, right? My hand is always in water and it is very clean right now. And I'm only making these for me anyway because my daughter, she probably might not drink any. She said, well, it's too slimy because okras are slimy. We're just gonna top this up with some water. Let's top it up with some water. I'm not like probably not gonna fill it. I'm just gonna put it probably there. And that is our okra water, guys. And this is gonna be so good for us instead of drinking regular water. Um, and you can also, if you have the facility to, which I can't get anybody to cut. I remember living in Barbados every Sunday. You could go to different sections and they had the guys cutting the coconuts and put in the coconut water in some bottles, some containers for you that you can have coconut water to drink with your Sunday lunch. And the thing about, I know that sometimes people tell me I do a lot of talking, but this is a short video, so I like to tell my stories. And the thing about when you are home, you don't appreciate things when you're home. But when you leave and you go somewhere and you can't get access to those things the way how it used to be, then that's when you miss it or you miss your home and you wish that you could just go get that stuff easy instead of having to buy it from the supermarket and probably having a lot of different chemicals and everything like that. But everything in time. So, family, I hope that y'all enjoyed this short, very, 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 very short recipe. This is our okra water. Until I see you again next time, I am Annie. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Send me a comment. Let me know how you use okra water and if you love to use it. And also, you can also send this video to a